look good, takes the stress off of everything.
Absolutely.
So, can anybody get a home warranty?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I just got that text last night at like 9:30. One of my agents said, I've got a customer, they closed like 2 months ago. Can they still get a home warranty? So I sign people up. I have an agent actually in the Lake Norman area. Her aunt was with a competitor of mine. She wasn't happy. She called me up. She said, can I get a home warranty with you? So the way that looks is that normally I sign people up. I would say 90% of my business is through a real estate transaction. However, I can sign people up. Let's say you closed on a home in the last 30 days. I can sign them up and we're not going to ask for a home inspection report. If I sign someone up and they close 30 days or more, the only caveat is they have to wait 30 days to file a claim. And that means that, let's say, Craig, your refrigerator isn't working today. You can't call me up and say, hey, Nicole, I want to get a home warranty. And then tomorrow you're calling in a claim and we're giving you $2,500 for your refrigerator. So yes, I can sign you up, but if it's been over 30 days, you have a 30-day wait before you can file your first claim. But I am signing people up every day that are past the 30-day mark. So yes, good question.
Great. Let me go back and one more question that I have is, can you explain the free listing coverage process and, kind of maybe go into a little more detail on that? Because I think that's a great one.
So free listing coverage, I tell everybody, if you're not using it, it's a fantastic tool I have some of my biggest teams that's how they win listings. So it really separates you when you're in that listing agreement, because we're giving your sellers free coverage. And by free coverage, what I mean is that it's at no cost to them unless they pick up my HVAC. So if they pick up HVAC, it's $50. Other than that, it's free. It covers up to 6 months, which is kind of funny because nothing obviously is sitting on the market for 6 months anymore, but we cover you up to 6 months and we cover up to $1,500 worth of free claims. So that's listing coverage. And I encourage everybody to do it.
So let's go through a scenario. I list the house. We do the free listing coverage. We do the HVAC for 50. A buyer comes in, says, we're going to buy the house. They go through inspections and there's some issues with the house. What happens at that point?
So if there are issues with the house, they can absolutely call in a claim. So let's say that when the inspector did, let's say the dishwasher wasn't running, right? Then the seller can call in a claim for the dishwasher. Again, I kind of go back. The best part about the listing coverage is that if it transfers to the buyer, I'm going to go back to the whole concept of post mitigation issues. If you're that listing agent, right? If we take the listing coverage and transfer it to the buyer, we as HWA have a history of claims already in place with that particular home. So we already know the history of what's going on with if there were any issues. But yes, can you call in a claim while you have it if something's found? Absolutely.
And if they call in that claim, does it activate like the purchase of the home warranty at that point, or is it just the $50?
No, it's only the $50. So they're not obligated with listing coverage to actually transfer it to the buyer. There's no written rule that says that you have to purchase the buyer's coverage. However, the majority of my listing agents are absolutely putting it on to do exactly what I said, minimize any post-sale issues. And we see the majority of them turning into buyer's coverage. Yeah.
So the buyer's coverage would be either paid for by the sell side or the buyer side or the buyer agent?
Yes. Or yes, either the seller either the seller, the buyer, or the buyer's agent. I have a lot of agents now that are paying. I mean, I actually there you've got a member on your team that for all her new first-time home buyers, that's her gift to them. She's paying for the warranty.
Good
Yeah.
product. I mean, it makes so much
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Keeps you from getting oh my gosh, what do we do now thing. And
That is exactly right. And you know what? The majority of our claims, Craig, are called in the first 36 days. Things break down. You know, as a homeowner, it all breaks, right? It's all going to break at some point. And the problem is they don't make things like they used to. So, I mean, I've had claims on, I've had full refrigerators replaced that were only 2 and 3 years old. And even my homeowners are like, what is going on?
Yeah. So stuff happens for sure.
Exactly. Yep.
Well, thank you so much. That was some great information. We'll post this on Impact, and it'll be available for all our agents. Looking forward to continuing to work with you, with our team. I know a lot of Impact agents love working with you. So if you haven't worked with Nicole, definitely reach out to her. It's such an advantage to have her on your team, basically, when you're doing transactions. So
awesome. Thank you, Craig. I just wanted to say really quickly, I am going to be at the lunch and learns that Impact is having at the Peninsula Club. So if we haven't met in person, I'd love to meet all the agents in person. So please come and join us there.
Great. We'll see you there.
Awesome. Thank you, Craig. I appreciate everything.
Thank you.